The next time something feels off, I don't want you to fix it. I don't want you to figure it out. I want you to do one thing: watch it. Not the situation, not the other person. Watch yourself. Because what happens in that moment is more important than whatever triggered it. It could be anything: a conversation that feels tense, someone says something that hits wrong. You feel the shift in your chest, in your stomach, in your head. You know exactly what I'm talking about right there. Right there, that's the moment. Not after you respond, not after you explain, but before. Before you say anything, before you move, before you adjust, something is already happening. And normally, you don't see it because you move too fast. You respond, defend, explain, correct, adapt, all automatically. The most important part of that moment happens before you react. And most people never even see it. So here's what I want you to try just once. The next time that feeling shows up, don't follow it, don't push it away, just stay with it for a few seconds longer than you normally would. Because if you do that, you're going to notice something most people never see. And once you see it, it changes how you experience everything. So what actually shows up when you do this? It's not what people expect. Let's say you do it. That moment shows up and you don't react right away. You stay with it. The first thing you'll notice is that the reaction was already there before you chose anything, before you said anything. It was already forming. It can look like an urge to respond, a need to correct something, a pull to explain yourself, a push to defend, or even to withdraw. But it's happening automatically. And pay attention long enough, and you'll realize you didn't create that reaction. It was already happening. And here's where it changes. Because instead of being inside it, you're looking at it. And that's a little small separation, but it's new. And when you see it like that, you start to realize something. A lot of what you thought was you is actually a pattern. Not everything, not all of you, but enough. Enough to matter. You'll start seeing it in different situations. Someone challenges you, a reaction forms. Someone ignores you, a reaction forms. Something doesn't go your way, and a reaction will form. Different situations, but the same structure. And this is the pattern we've been talking about. It's not abstract anymore. It's visible in real time. And when you see it clearly, it can feel uncomfortable. Because now you realize you've been moving from this reaction state without even noticing. But this is not a problem. This is the opening. Because what you can see is no longer running you in the same way. And this leads to something really important. Because once you can see the reaction, the next question becomes, what do you do with it? Do you follow it or not? And that's where things actually start to change. So now you can see it, the reaction, forming in real time. The question is, what do you do with that? And this is where most people go wrong. They think, I need to stop reacting. I need to control this. I need to fix it. You don't. You don't need to control the reaction. You just don't have to follow it. There's a difference between a reaction appearing and you automatically moving with it. Most people collapse into one thing, but they're not the same. When you can see the reaction, there's a small window, not big, but real. And inside that window, you don't have to act. Sometimes it looks like not responding right away, not explaining yourself, not correcting something immediately, not matching someone's energy, just not moving with it. And when you don't follow it, something interesting happens. The reaction, it starts to pass on its own without you needing to do anything to it. And this is important. You're not getting rid of it. You're not suppressing it. You're just not reinforcing it. And this is how patterns start to break. Not by force, but by not beating them the same anymore over and over again. And this is where something shifts, because now you're not just reacting to life, you're seeing it as it's happening. And that changes your relationship to it. It doesn't feel powerful. It doesn't feel dramatic. It feels simple, quieter, less automatic. And the more this happens, the more your life starts to shift. Not because you're trying to change everything or manage everything, but because you're no longer moving from the same patterns. This is what I've been exploring more deeply in my writing. Not how to fix your life, but how to see clearly enough that it starts to change on its own. So the next time that moment shows up, don't try to control it. Don't try to be better. Just notice it. And don't follow it. Because the moment you stop following the pattern is the moment it starts losing its control. So that wraps this one up. And I want to just say that if you enjoy these videos, I really appreciate you being here. And if you want more, I have a blog and a website at libertytruth.org. My new books are available at Amazon.com under the author name Trent Goodbody. And, you know, all of my books are important, even the ones I wrote over a decade ago. They show a transition. And I'm hoping that my audience will pick up on that, because where I am now is a long ways from where I was just a few years ago. And I want to share it with you guys and help you see clearly as well, you know, as well as I have been able to lately by looking inward. So thanks for being here. I appreciate you. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.